What's going on, guys? Sergeant Galaxy, aka Sergeant Galaxia, back with another video for you today. And what I have to my, well, it'd be my right, but that way? I have the point left. But anyway, this is a new deck that someone was trying to kind of evaluate. Here's the article by Robert Boyingen. He's basically stating, before I get into the deck list, he's basically stating that due to Judgment being banned, which is kind of it's annoying with this statement that he's about to say, is that prophecies are not as consistent um, without Judgment. And I don't know if you guys remembered, I don't know if you guys remember me saying this, but I was a big advocate in running this deck without Judgment in it, due to the fact that it can do a lot of things without Judgment, and you good players do not need to solely rely on Judgment for the consistencies and the great plays that spellbooks have to offer. But nonetheless, I'll discuss what his kind of where his mindset is. So, what he's considering running is Tidal Prophecies. Now, those of you are probably wondering, why on earth are you running Tidal? Spellbook Magician of Prophecy does not do anything when it's specialed or sent to the grave or added to the hand. Well, added to the hand, obviously, but nothing really weird besides that. What he's running is actually 3 Stoic of Prophecy, which is right here. Which, if you guys can't read it due to the size of the text, its effect is when this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 level 3 prophecy monster from your deck to your hand. So right away, you guys are thinking that this is a ditch target for Tidal. And you can also pick a second Stoic to send to the grave. So you're basically getting 2 level 3 searches off of a Tidal, which is amazing. I'm not going to deny that fact. This is a very good and very different play style of adding a temperance and getting to the resources that you need to get to your main boss monsters. An example, High Priestess and World of Prophecy. So to kind of overview of the deck list, I'll just read it for you guys. He's running 3 High Priestess, 1 Judgment, 1 Spellbook Magician, 3 Stoic, 2 Temperance, 3 Tidal, and 1 World. So for those of you who are wondering, the 3 High Priestess and 3 Tidal, obviously when there's a lot of level 7s, you probably see that he's running 3 Sacred Swords, and that's why he has 6 level, that's why he has the 3 High Priestess. So going to the spells, got 3 Pot, 3 7 Stores, 2 Eternity, 2 Fate, 1 Library of the Crescent, which I'll discuss in a little bit, 3 Spellbook of Life, or I'm sorry, 1 Spellbook of Life, 1 Spellbook of Power, 3 Secrets, 2 Master, 1 Wisdom, which is kind of 2 Grand Spellbook Towers, and for traps, he is running 3 Phoenix Wing, which is kind of poop. But just to discuss where the main focus in this deck is. So basically, what you're trying to get to is you're trying to get to your Tidal and Stoic as soon as humanly possible to get to the Temperance and to mill a lot of cards and to gain a lot of hand advantage, which is good, don't get me wrong. That's why he's suggesting on running 3 Pots and 3 Sacred Swords. The thing that I do like about him running 1, I have a pro and con to him running 1. On one hand, the reason that he's running 1 Crescent is because you have 6 different spell cards that aren't spellbooks, and a side note, if anyone activates Crescent and tries to activate a Pot of Duality, or in this case 7 Stars, or anything that's not a spellbook, they're cheating you. I've seen this happen a lot of times at Millennium. There's 2 or 3 people that did it. There's also 2 people that I saw that did it in YCS Toronto. A lot of people forget to read the end of the card, and it steals and cheats people out of a lot of wins, so be careful with that. But back on track. This is a very fast and consistent build to solely get Temperance to your hand as soon as possible. Now, to me, that's where it stops being good. Because if you think about it, the real play that it's trying to accomplish here is to simply get Temperance out and summon Priestess or World basically when you want to. However, this deck lacks very strongly in defense and protecting your boss monsters, due to the fact that he's sacrificing draw power and consistency for protection cards, like he's only running 1 Wisdom, he's only running 3 Phoenix Wind Blast, and Phoenix Wing Blast is a good card, don't get me wrong, but it only prevents the problem on field as opposed to eliminating a problem on field. An example, say if someone was going really hard into one of their plays that they were doing, right? And I was trying to get, what was I thinking? Hold on, I lost track because I thought I was actually streaming as opposed to local. Okay, so getting rid of the problem, right? So you're pushing in for big game, you Wing Blast, and you have, so let's say you have a World on board, right? No protection. You have a Wing Blast you've already used to kind of clear board to actually have this happen, but it's only 1 monster. You got to remember, Fate is a really good card, but you only have one that you can use that turn. You only have one spellbook or prophecy monster. Outside of that, you are lacking protection from anything. If they get, for some reason, if they have Dark Hole, some dragons play Lightning Vortex. If you get Blastered effect, if they summon multiple level 7s with Dragoonity builds or dragons or mermails, they can't activate effects or anything like that. If they spam you, you can only stop one monster with Fate. If you even have 3 engrave. And that's where the deck grinds to a halt. It just simply does not have any protection after doing these big plays. And what's the point of making these big pushes and getting all this hand advantage and mill power, selective mill power, if you're not really going to go real off in defense? So that's where it kind of is a little lackluster for me, because I prefer to push, to search all the cards that I need, set up my hand and my field to where, okay, I'm in a comfortable position. If I want to push for a High Priestess or a World, I have protection, I have defense that I can use to ensure that they're wasting their resources to eliminate a problem that's going on board, but being able to gain all that back. And I have a feeling that this deck doesn't really focus on that key factor, which is regenerating what you sacrifice to get a big play on board. And again, 3 Phoenix Wing is just eliminates the problem for 1 turn, but doesn't actually eliminate it, because people are main decking vanities. People are having a lot of back row removal, so if they MST your Fate, you're kind of not going to do anything, because what are you going to put World or Priestess in defense? Like, that's like, you wouldn't want to do that. They also have things that do effect negation. They have things that still reduce their attack. Like if someone was going to lance over your Priestess and you only have 1 Wisdom, you're kind of tight. So there's a lot of different ways to get over simple boss monsters, and this build is all it's kind of relying on. It's just simply having big boss monsters out on field very quickly, but the con of it is that it's not protecting them properly. So that's my thought on it. If you guys need to check where this is out, if you guys want to do a little bit more reading, it kind of describes a few extra things. This is my post. But the URL is on the top right here. If you want to look at it, you're more than welcome to read it. But that's my personal view on it. Again, it's a very good deck. It's a very cool and unique idea that using Tidal with Stoic is very, very good. It takes a lot of dead cards out of your deck very quickly and adds the good ones back into your hand, which is amazing. But it stops from there as far as it's only focusing on getting a High Priestess or a World whenever you want to. But it doesn't have the defense to back it up as well. So let me know what you guys think about my analysis and what you guys think of this analysis in general on why he thinks that it's losing consistency without judgment. If you agree with him or disagree with him, I'd love to hear it, because again, I'm a Prophecy player, and I feel that this deck it's definitely a deck where it takes a lot of thought and consideration. A lot of people think it's an autopilot deck, but you need to search. If you don't search the right cards at the right times and the right moments, you lose with this deck, and you have to search you have to summon, you have to bait things at a very consistent level, and you have to know when to do so. And if you guys want to see my current deck profile, just leave a comment in below. And make sure to subscribe so I know that you guys are actually liking these videos, because I don't mind doing more videos if you guys want to see other deck profiles that I do, or more prophecy analysis, or any other deck analysis. I'm more than happy to do so. So I'll shut up now, and see you later, Space Cowboys.